Hi guys, this is Max, aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So, has the market already crashed? Will we be seeing more market crash? I'm gonna talk about the content as well as, what are some of the things to expect, right, for content later on today. Let's move over to the objectives, right, and take a look at the Paul Scholes objective. Let's take a look at the card itself first. 4-star, 5-star. Medium work rate. I just cannot understand why EA, right, just don't give him like a high attacking work rate or at least a high defensive work rate, because again, we're at the stage of the game whereby we have so many overpowered central midfielders, and you definitely, right, need a high either attacking work rate or a defensive work rate. So anyway, the stats look great overall. Don't have any significant trait. Of course, right, this is definitely the best Paul Scholes card, right, we ever had. The man was a baller in real life, but just not that usable in FIFA. I even actually, right, went to Footbin, right, to try to check out to see whether it's a visual glitch for his work rates, but it's not. It's really medium. So I would say, right, EA actually, missed a chance, right, to do something great there. Now, the only saving grace I would say is the fact that it's actually very easy to complete. All you have to do is to just include, right, 3 England players in your starting 11, right, and then you can do it in champs, champs qualies, squad battles, and rivals. So that's something that is good. Moving on, we also got a draft objective as well, right? We got a couple of fodder packs, and then the first player that we got is Carlson, 5-star, 4-star, high work rate, fantastic stats, right? He has finesse shot, outside the foot shot. He's a premium footies, nothing to complain there. More fodder packs, and then we have a Santos as well, medium work rate, which straight away tells me that as a center back, this guy is fodder, even though he's actually look pretty good in game. His stats, agility and balance are kept at 83 and 80 low because he's actually a lengthy player. Fodder for me, he's just gonna go straight into Dino. And then this is the player, right, that I'm really excited about, perhaps even more so than Gakpo himself. Delaney, 4-star, 5-star, low-high work rate. I've actually used his base version, right, the gold version, right, in my starter squad. One of the best central midfielders, I would say, as a CDM in the game itself, because, right, he actually gives you that physical presence in midfield. His animations are great as well, especially, with how he intercepts the ball and everything. So this guy, right, is actually very good. So no need to worry about the chemistry, because he's actually a premium footies player. We also got, a couple of fodder packs as well. So Gakpo is definitely the highlight. 5-star, 4-star, medium, it says here. However, right, it's a visual glitch. I already went to Footbin. It's actually, he has the high attacking work rate. So, Liverpool fans, right, you can finally get your dream front three, right, of Salah, Gakpo, and then you can also get your Footies Jota from Seasons Rewards. He has the finesse shot, outside the foot shot trait as well. So, overall, definitely, right, a dub from EA. So, just remember, right, don't use coins or FIFA points, right, to enter the draft. Go and complete the draft token SBC, which only requires an 81 rated squad, and you only cost about 10k to complete that SBC for the draft token. Now let's move on, right, and talk about Team 4 itself. So let's take a look at somebody like Lucio, right? Again, a fantastic card, right? 2.3 mil, definitely your top 3 center backs in game. I'm really excited to use him. One thing to note is that he's no longer lengthy because EA has already increased his agility and balance. But make no mistake, right, this Lucio, right, is definitely gonna be up there as one of the top few center backs in game. And then we have Kylian Mbappe. I got no idea why EA decided to only update his price range by 200k. If you guys remember, right, for our 99 Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar, right, their price ranges were all at 15 mil. So I don't know who thought that increasing his price range by 200k, right, would be a good idea to make sure that he doesn't go extinct. Definitely didn't help. Now this time, right, this Mbappe, right, has a 5-star weak foot from a 4-star weak foot upgrade. If you guys are regular users of Mbappe, right, no matter which version, right, you would know that his left foot, right, even though it's 4-star on the rest of the versions, it kind of feels like 3.5-star, in game. He misses some very easy shots, right, with his left foot. So hopefully, right, this version doesn't have that issue. You can only try him when he comes back onto the market anyway. So the rest of the team looks pretty good, right? Oblak, we have very cheap Park at 140k only. He's actually a very good box-to-box midfielder, right? We have Gravenberch as well. Continuing on, like I said, we have so many good and cheap central midfielders. With that kind of stats, right, he only costs about 185k. And then moving on, We have the likes of Di Natale, one of the top few strikers in game, 5-5, lethal finishing. I really want to try him as well. And then we have Coutinho, 5-star, 5-star as well. I think Coutinho is a pretty decent in game, right? I wouldn't say he's like meta. And of course, we have the likes of David Alaba as well. So all in all, I would say a very good team 4, right? Definitely, right, motivate you to actually, you know, play the game like champs and rivals, right, to get packs, to actually try to pack them. Let's go ahead, right, and actually take a look at, you know, the kind of SBCs, right, that we have gotten yesterday as well. So we have gotten a very big SBC, right, in the shape of your 93 plus shapeshifters or footies player pick. Let's actually go and take a look at the SBC itself. So this is the one. So you can actually do it 2 times, right? Let's take a look at the SBC requirements. 86, 87, 88 rated squad with 1 team of the week and 1 thoughts. So for this, right, you can actually pack your footies from team 1 to team 3, right? It excludes your shapeshifter icons and heroes. Now, another SBC that we have gotten, right, is this 90 plus thoughts shapeshifter or footies player pick. So the big difference between these two, right, is the fact that for this 90 plus, right, you can actually pack footies, right, from team 4. So for the likes of your Mbappe, right, Coutinho, Alaba, all these are actually packable from this. However, right, they didn't include, again, right, award winners, shapeshifter icons, and heroes itself. So the requirements is actually cheaper, 84, 86 with 1 team of the week and 1 thoughts. Comes out to about 106k to complete. So you can do this, you know, unlimited amount of times. There is no limit. So you might ask me, right, which out of these two, right, is better? I would say, right, go and get this one done first. Go and do it 2 times, and then after that, right, if you want to gamble, right, then you can try this. I've opened a couple on SharePlay of this, right, and the pack weight doesn't seem that great, as is the case usually, right, when an SBC, right, is repeatable for unlimited amount of times. Now, yesterday, right, we have also gotten your cover star Wayne Rooney icon SBC. Let's take a look at the card itself first. 5-5 Rooney, right, high medium work rate, fantastic. He can start as a cam, as a center forward, as a left winger for you. So this is by far, right, the best Rooney card we have ever had in FIFA itself. So if you're a United fan like myself, right, probably it's a must do. This is probably, right, Wayne Rooney in his absolute prime. I would say he's probably going to play better as a striker as compared to a cam, right, just because of the way he moves in game. Is he expensive? Most definitely, right. Quite a couple of squad to require to actually complete him. Comes up to about 1.9 mil in total to complete. Now, if I had to choose between Rooney and Dino, I most definitely, right, am going for Dino, even though I know Dino it's like almost triple his price at about 5 mil. Why? Because Dino is just meta, right? Rooney is probably gonna be good in game, but he's not gonna be like one of the best players in game like Dino is gonna be, right? So, however, if you're a United fan, go ahead and you know, complete him. Now, one fun fact that we can actually see from this profile, right, it's the fact that he is actually, right, the longest serving cover star ever in FIFA history. So definitely deserves it given how good he was back in his prom. So he's definitely overpriced. You know, however, right, I would say given that he has that 5-star, as well as this being the best Rooney card ever, right? I would say that probably a fair price would be 1.7 mil, right, instead of being 1.9 mil. However, right, you guys know you can grind the menus so hard right now, and I actually did a video, right, on how to craft all your big boy SBCs, right, like Rooney, right, for half the price. I'll leave the link at the end of the video itself. Now, yesterday, right, perhaps this SBC, right, is the one that gotten most people excited. A premium footies, right, Llorente SBC. If you actually completed him yesterday, right, and put him in your squad, right, he actually didn't give you that premium chemistry that he should have, because EA actually made a mistake. On the SBC itself, it states premium footy, but you didn't actually get the chemistry itself. So if you actually go and take a look, right, EA actually tweeted this out. They have actually not rectified that error. So right now, if you actually complete Llorente and put him into your squad, he actually gives you that premium footies link. Now, EA never fails to surprise us by giving lots of firsts on this game. I have no idea how they actually can screw a player's chemistry up. So I believe this is the first instance, right, that a player didn't actually give correct chemistry to the team. Anyway, it's already rectified right now. So let's take a look at the card itself, right? 4-star, 5-star, high medium work rate, fantastic all-round stats. Now, I tried the previous version, right, of Llorente, that fantasy foot version. He wasn't that great. I think it's because of his body type, and most especially, right, I think it's his AI movement. He's just not it in this game. I know in previous FIFAs, right, he has proved to be a very, very meta and good player. Now the requirements, right, 87, 88 with one team of the week, one TOTS, as well as a 90 rated squad. Comes out to about 350k. So you can try him out. And maybe, right, with all these crazy stats boosts that he actually has, right, he has so many like 95s, 97 and above, right, he might be better than his fantasy version. Personally, right, I think we have so many great midfielders that are way better than him. And I would stay clear, right, unless you really need that link to like Griezmann, then I probably would consider, right, completing him and playing him at right back instead. But question is, do you want to spend like 350k on a right back? That's entirely up to you. Now, he's actually, right, having a really, really big impact, right, on the rest of your market. If we take a look at somebody like Shapeshifter Memphis Depay, right, he went from about 230k, right, all the way down to about 160k. And also, right, even somebody like Cassie, he went down a lot as well. He went from about 800k all the way down to about 430k. That's almost a drop in price by half. So it's not just your central midfielders, right? Even your right backs, because he can start there as well, like Shapeshifters Zaha got affected a lot as well. Went from about 220k to about 100k. So as I always say, right, if EA actually releases a meta player, and that meta player, right, it's actually very good value in terms of being kind of like value for coins, right? All your cards in that position, right, would definitely crash down in price, and this has actually proven to be the case right now. So I hope, you actually didn't have too many tradable cards in your first 11, or else you're actually losing lots of coins. Now let's move on, right, and talk about what are some of the content that we can expect to see later on today. So we already have confirmation, right, that we are definitely getting your cover star Jabi Alonso SBC because of the objective itself. Now, I actually tried his Team of the Year version out, and I didn't really like it. Why? Because he's just not that great in game, right? Doesn't offer you anything going forward, but defensively, right, he's kind of like a passenger, just doesn't protect the defense enough. I think his AI is just not that great in game. So maybe this latest version, right, with his, significant stat boost, right, can actually make his AI, right, a little bit better in game. I certainly hope so. Now let's move on, right, and talk about, the rest of the market in terms of our team of the weeks, right? Where are they at right now? So your team of the weeks, right, they actually dropped down to about 24k on Thursday, right? Because on Thursday, right, we didn't actually get that much content, right? It was just the Sangare SBC and your marquee matchups. They actually went from 24k yesterday to about 28.5 before dropping back down to about 27k or so. I talked about patience, right? Because investments didn't go up that much on Thursday, but like I mentioned, if you were patient, you probably have already sold your team of the weeks yesterday, because I already given you all the sell prices, so you're making good coins there. Again, I would stay clear of your discard team of the weeks. I'll just gonna go for your 88 rated team of the week. So right now, right, I believe your 88 rated team of the weeks, right, they're actually going for about 30.5k or so. So for console players, right, you should aim to get your 88 Davids, right, at 30.5k max, right? 28.5k on bid. We have a couple here at 30k, which I think is fantastic value. PC players, right, 30k max, 28k on bid. So that is one investment, right, that you can do. Now, another thing that you can actually do, right, I actually want to look at, right, is TOTS itself. So TOTS, right, they actually dropped from about 40k, right, down to about 30k or so, right, on Thursday because of non-10. Now, again, I told the people in my Discord, right, don't need to panic because they are actually going to go back up. So yesterday, right, they went from about 30k, right, all the way up to about 39k at content drop. And right now, right, they're actually back down at about 37k. So again, we have another opportunity, right, to invest. And again, I already said lots of times, right, if you were patient, you would have made coins yesterday, right? So now that they are back down to about 37k, I see a good opportunity to invest again. So console players, 37k max or 35k on bid. PC players, 35k max, 33k on bid. I actually like your thoughts, right, way more than your team of the weeks. So you can invest in them and make sure you sell them off, because we're actually going to get supply from Squad Battle Rewards tomorrow, right? If you guys remember, right, Squad Battle Rewards, right, has always, right, kind of made thoughts, right, crash a lot in price. Make sure you can get on at content drop, right, to sell all of your thoughts, right, before the Squad Battle Rewards tomorrow. Now, we can also, right, invest in our gold rated folder as well. So if we take a look at your 82s, right, Console players, right, you can actually get your 82s at 1.4k max, 1.1k on bid. PC players, right, 1.1k max, 800 coins on bid. I think they're actually really good to pick up at again because they already dropped back down to about 2.3k from their high of about 3.5k. So 83s, right, 2.3k max, 2k on bid for both your console and PC players. So your 84s, they have also dropped back down. 3.4k max for console players, 3k on bid. PC players, 3k max, 2.6k on bid. So your 82s and 83s, right, they tend to do really well for your PC players. So PC players go for that. Console players, right, 83s and 84s. So why did the market, right, crash yesterday? Because of the fact that we actually, right, have two big gamble picks, right, in the shape of your 93 plus footies as well as your 90 plus footies player pick. So we have also gotten a great value SBC, right, in terms of Marcos Llorente, right? His stats are so juiced and he only costs like 350k. That's why the market actually crashed hard yesterday, right? As I already shown. Now, your Royce, right, went from about 470 to about 370k. So yet another example, right, of the market crashing hard. As we move on and on into footage, right, I see the market dropping even more as we get more and more gamble SBCs and as we get more and more, right, good value players SBC. That's definitely gonna crash the market even more. So for our investments for Team 3, right, EA actually did a very sneaky thing. What they did was yesterday, right, they lowered the price range. Central's price range, right, main price range, right, was actually at about 300k. They lowered it down to about 51k. So what happened was this, right, it induced kind of panic on the market. It dropped to about 280k before rebounding back up to about 350k. So I told the people in my Discord to sell because when they actually lower his price range, right, I saw the amount of good content that we have. I was afraid that it will actually drop all the way down to about 200k. But he didn't. Instead, he rebounded back up. It's fine because, the downside is so much, like 100k, and the upside is so little, right? So I think we did a great job in actually, right, minimizing our potential loss. Right, we take the 15k or so loss on the chin and we basically move on. The thing with EA is, I don't like, right, is, they are always really quick to decrease the price range. But when something goes extinct, right, they actually take forever to increase the price range. So, that's EA for you, I guess. We do have some positives though, right, for our investment. Diego Carlos, right, he went from about 80k all the way up to about 110k right now. So you might ask me, right, should I actually sell right now? If we actually don't get a crazy center back SBC, right, he probably will hit 120k on console. So if you're happy with the profit, you can sell him at 110k or lazy list him at 120k anyway, right? He probably would sell with a few listings. Now for your PC players, right, he went up by a lot as well. He went up by from 62k, right, all the way up to about 79k before going further back up to about 88k. So that's a huge jump. So for PC players, right, I would think that he's probably gonna hit like 100k. So if you're happy with the profit, you can list him, take the money at 90k or just lazy list him at 100k, right? It's really, really up to you. Now, Ruben Neves is someone that didn't do well. Why? Because we got a central midfielder Paul Scholes objective and we got a Marcos Llorente SBC. So that really hurt his price, right? He ran from about 73k all the way down to about 50k before rebounding back up. On PC, right, he didn't really see that huge a drop from 60k, right, all the way down to about 46k before right now. He rebounded back up to about 54k. So what I would do is, again, I would just take the loss, take that 13k loss on Neves for your console players. PC players, not that painful, just a 9k loss. Take it and we move on. As I always say, right, your out-of-packs investments, right, are always a risk because we never know, right, what kind of objective or SBC that we'll be getting. So in the case of Neves, right, Scholes and Llorente definitely hurts him a lot. So if you guys want safer investments, right, just go for fodder because they're definitely 100% safe, right? Provided that you are patient enough, you'll always almost, right, make coins on it. I want to talk about this Sangare SBC, right, that was released on Thursday itself. 4-star, 5-star. Now, this is actually a fantastic card, right, to just go and craft because when you do your menu grind, right, he's actually very cheap at about 31k. Craft him, try him out. If you don't like him, he's good fodder, right? Your cheapest 93 rated right now, right, it's actually at 38k. So go ahead and get him done. Now, we actually, right, also have some leaked store packs, right? Your Elite Sweeping Stars pack, we should possibly, right, see later on today at content drop. And we also have a 89x10, right, footies re-release batch too. Now, we're not sure whether this is going to be a store pack or a SBC, but if I had to guess, right, it's probably going to be an store pack, right? Because we still actually have a missing content, right, for your 87x10, right? We didn't actually get it for your footies batch too. I expect to see that possibly maybe later on today. But I guess if this is actually a store pack, right, they will actually separate the dates quite fast so that they can actually sell the store packs. We also have a 82 by 100. So again, we don't know whether it's a store pack or a SBC because, you know, our 83 by 100 that is supposed to come as a SBC, right, has not arrived yet. So we shall see. Now, a lot of people are actually really excited, right, because, you know, they actually want to do that 400k pack method. So I already spoken about this previously, right? It's definitely not 100% profitable. So shout out to Annoying Mouse. He actually documents, right, what he did with the fodder from the 400k pack method. And, you know, he basically completed some player picks, right? He did the Team of the Week packs, the Thoughts and Thoughts Moments upgrade. So all in all, right, he documents what he has gotten back. And he actually gotten back 300k worth of coins, right, in value. So he basically, right, lost 100k coins in total. So unless you actually pull something big, right, you're actually very likely to lose 100k as well. But, you know, we're at the end game right now. And if ever, right, there was a time, right, to open up store packs with coins, right, in terms of value, right, this is actually, right, the closest that you can get. Have some fun, right, go and gamble on it since we're already in the end game, right. I never thought that I'll be saying this, but this is probably the best store pack you can open, right, with coins, and it's actually, you know, the closest you can get to recovering your coins. Now let's talk about the profits of the members in the Discord, right. I've been talking about, you know, your 84s for a very, very long time. So, you know, we have been selling them for 4.1k, making some good easy coins there, right. More pages and pages of 84s. So 83s, you know, they did pretty well for us as well. So you guys on YouTube, you only get the buy prices. You want to sell prices, join up the Discord while it's still currently free. More pages of 83s. I basically gave y'all two prices, right? One before content drop, one after content drop, right? To actually maximize your profit. So join up the Discord while it's still currently free. And of course, if you have Amazon Prime, do link your Amazon Prime account to your EA Sports account, and you're actually going to get a free gaming pack every single month. I'll leave the link down below as to how to do it. And of course, if you actually appreciate the content on my channel, you can sub to me for free on Twitch. Right? If you have Amazon Prime, I actually would really appreciate it because, you know, it motivates me, right, to push out more content for y'all, right, across all the platforms itself. Now let's move on, right? And actually, right, I really, really appreciate y'all for staying to the end of the video. Let's go and open up, you know, some store packs and see, right, what kind of pack weight, you know, we have for Team 4. I would say so far, right, the pack weight for Team 4 seems to be a bit better than Team 3. You can possibly rip your packs. Let's just go ahead and open up a 100k pack and see what we get. So they have actually been quite terrible for me recently. I've opened quite a few, and, you know, I'm just getting like really bad cards. Yeah, as you guys can tell, a 84 rated card. Kind of terrible given the amount of specials that we have. I can't even pack like one. So let's see whether there's anything behind first. Hopefully there is. Alright, definitely continuing on that terrible kind of pack luck I have with the 100k pack. Alright, that's it from me. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Right, if you guys want to check out how to actually craft Rooney for half price for your big boy SBCs, do click on the video here. And also, I talked about how to go from 0 coins to 500k in one day. That's still applicable right now. Click the link over here. And if you enjoyed the video, right, and you want to see more kind of trading videos, how to craft SBCs, all the latest news and leaks, hit that sub button, alright? And I'm out. Take care, guys.